Hello, everyone. Mashina here. All of us TD players are in a dilemma right now. This is the hardest climb I've ever done with TD since the start of the game. The hardest it's ever been. If you don't know, the top two like the most dominant decks right now, for some reason, is Castillo again because it counters Fiendsmith and Fiendsmith, like variations of Fiendsmith Yubel, Fiendsmith Snake Eyes, Fiendsmith White Force, fucking Azamania. Um, yeah, we just auto lose to those decks going second. If you don't, we can't out a Rise Heart with like without like I'm most like three combinations of cards and like at least like one skill drain. Actually, we need at least like two because they can. We need two cards set down. One has to be a skill drain. One other. Just hope they don't fucking hit the skill drain. So yeah, most we need three at least. We need two fucking combination of cards to win. We can't use the TD spells or traps to pop a Rise Heart because they get banished. They have to be sent to the graveyard. And yeah, all right, we just auto lose to fucking a Rise Heart and Kashira, especially if they're playing macro. We lose. We can't use disciples or a return. Uh, yeah, Fiendsmith. We just lose to them going second as well. Um, I mean, they're just too oppressed. They just put up too oppressive boards for us to deal with. Even with like Skilldrain, they got Desiree. They got I forgot the one like Sylvia or some shit to negate the effects. They have Yeah, it's terrible. Phoenix and Fubel, they got Varudas, they got fucking the Unchained Trap. Yeah, it's hard to deal with. But yeah, we just auto lose to those X going second. I tried a bunch of going second cards that I want to share with you. I honestly don't think any of them are worth playing. They all suck ass, dude. I even dismantled Dark Ruler. So Spear Mode, we're just gonna go down the list. I'm gonna name all their disadvantages. Just you pick your poison, I guess. uh fucking Spear Mode, I mean, you need three monsters. Every Fiendsmith deck is gonna have at least like more than three monsters up, but honestly, this shit does absolutely nothing. It does nothing going first. I mean, I'm going first. You much rather have it like I wouldn't say you fucking rather have a Floodgate. This card does nothing going first. It's a brick in the deck. Yeah, so you imagine like you need a fucking monster, you draw into this shit. Yeah, well, I guess you got a fucking monster. Go fuck yourself. Uh, I mean, the fucking recursion with Fiend Smith Snake Eyes as well. They can just recur everything. I mean, you're gonna have to tribute off the Flame Burge, but then that's gonna summon the fucking Oak or the Poplar or the Ash from the graveyard, or they're gonna get IP back. They're gonna go into SP. Um, Yeah, require it's dead in most other matchups. Um, but yeah, honestly, Tribute Three monsters ain't gonna do much against Phoenix with Bell since they can just recur everything back. I mean, the most you're gonna tribute the fucking Desiree, the flame. I mean, most of them don't even get fucking Desiree up. Most of the optimal Fiendsmith decks, they don't even play Desiree. They use Caesar and Doom Dragon instead. Yeah, but it's dead in most other matchups. Yeah, it's I tried it out. It was yeah, it was pretty sucky. I fucking hated drawing it first turn. Dark Ruler. I mean, this just gives the opponent like extra turns. And honestly, we can't even clear out the rest of the board with. I guess it gives the opponent extra turns because they take no damage. So they're gonna have an extra turn to survive. Um, and honestly, we can't. Well, there's no point of negating their effects like on the first turn because we can't deal with. I mean, we can deal. We're gonna have to draw the fucking TD traps to clear the boards, but then this is it's just all okay. The this we draw. I forgot to mention Raw and Darkler are dead against trap decks. Also, to a certain extent, Supal is pretty dead against trap decks. Yeah, this card does nothing going first as well. Same with Raw. It's not worth playing. It sucks ass, dude. We can't get rid of most of their monsters anyways. We're gonna have to draw like Apocalypse Return and 2 monsters plus fucking yeah. It sucks, dude. Super Poly. This is probably like the worst of the bunch, man. Um, you need okay. Going first, you're gonna have to sacrifice a card. You need a card to stay in your hand, or you need a TD monster on the field, and then you need to wait for your opponent to activate something to get a card into your hand to use Super Poly. And then uh, going second. I mean, you're gonna sacrifice a Floodgate. I mean, you much rather have a Floodgate. Like it affects the entire board. Sending off usually 2 monsters isn't gonna do shit, man. I tried that shit out. It's used against fucking Fiendsmith. Any variation of Fiendsmith deck, bruh. Yeah. So you go minus. Okay, let me. Okay, this is dead going first. One dead going first. Usually, tributing 3 monsters isn't gonna do anything against the top decks, especially Cashier. They don't even get like 3 monsters out most times. Uh, uh, so it's dead going first. It was useless to most other matchups. Using it against Fiendsmith Yubel isn't gonna do much. They can get the recursion back. You much rather have honestly, you much rather have Floodgate. But even with a Floodgate, you're still gonna lose. So why not? So that's 4 disadvantages. I mean, honestly, I don't like. I can't think of any advantages to using this fucking card. I guess it temporarily it gets rid of like Desiree and the Sylvia, but they can just return the cards back with the fusion spell. Dark Ruler, okay, negative number 1, it's dead going first. Negative number 2, we don't have enough like resources to clear out their board. This Dark Ruler's only good in like Fluanderies, for example. Since they got M-Pen, they can negate all their card effects because they're all going to be summoned in attack position. You much rather have a Floodgate. I mean, that's the same thing with all these cards. So Super Poly, you go -1. You need to keep a card in your hand. 2, 3. If you don't want to keep a card in your hand, okay. So you need Super Poly plus a monster plus a spell or trap to get this card to get a monster out on the field turn 1 to search a card to get the discard for Super Poly. Yeah, it's terrible. 4. Getting 2 monsters out of the field isn't going to do much against most decks, especially against the new Exodia. They don't even get 2 monsters out. Okay, so now we're on to evenly matched. It's bad. Like Desiree, it's a brick going first. It sucks ass. Going second, you much rather Floodgate. Honestly, you don't want to play like you don't want to play like more than like fucking. You don't want to play more than like 3 non-continuous continuous traps in the deck. Like a Popus can't do anything. I mean, they can use Desiree or the fucking trap, the Desiree or Varone or Sylvia to negate. I mean, yeah, most decks have negates for this shit, so that's why it's bad. So yeah, I think these 3 are better than evenly matched. Yeah, it's a brick going first. So let me name the disadvantages. Brick going first. Going second, it's like dead against it's losing its value over time. Most decks have negate to counter it. Yeah. It's dead on other turns, so it's only useful turn 2. Later, it's not even useful because you're gonna control shit on the board. Crackdown. I mean, cards that trade 1-for-1 in TD are bad. I mean, it doesn't do enough to warrant using it. The only reason you would use it is for fodder for Masterpiece, because you contribute the fucking trap plus the monster you stole for a trap in a monster immune Masterpiece, but even that's questionable. So, yes, I think definitely evenly matched and Crackdown are the worst. Yeah. Uh, I don't really have anything else to say. The reason why I'm doing this, I tried all these cards out because I just auto lose going second. I can't do anything, even with the best hand, man. You can't do jack shit against this deck, against these fucking decks, dude. Um, I mean, it can just negate your fucking traps. It can go to SP, vanish your fucking cards. They got Phoenix and shit. Yeah, it's not good, man. Uh, but yeah, it's all Fiendsmith and Master. You can't do anything, so that's why I was trying all these cards, and they just make the deck worse. Honestly, man, you just gotta fill it up with floodgates and shit. Uh, but yeah, look, I was at fucking Master 2. I'm livid, man. I sound calm right now, but I'm 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 so close to crashing out, dude. I'm fucking pissed. I'm in a terrible mood. Uh, yeah, let's look. I was playing. I was trying all these cards out. I just kept losing, going second. I was playing perfectly. Like they're just too oppressive to deal with. Honestly, look how many fucking games I've lost, man. Look how many fucking games I lost. I was at fucking Master 2, and I fucking D ranked all the way down, dude. I'm fucking livid, Brian. Absolutely fucking livid. Yeah, all these cards suck ass, man. I don't know what to do. We're stuck in a dilemma. We have to pick your fucking poison, man. Uh, the only like mandatory going second card that I would play that like I always include this in my TE list. The only reason I was playing Judgment is because it was good against Tenpai, and now I went back to Solemn Strike because it's very good. Like for example, you can activate Skill Drain. They changed to negate, they changed to negate like for Barone, and then you chain Solemn Strike. Then they can't use their other negates because only a counter trap can respond to another counter trap. So yeah, this is Solemn Strike is miles above fucking any of these cards. So this is definitely a 3 of in the deck. This is what I'm playing currently. Honestly, I'm demotivated to do the climb now, man. I don't want to. I fucking D rank 3. I D rank by 3 fucking ranks, bruh, in one fucking day, man. I'm so livid, dude. This is what I'm playing. Yeah, this is what I'm on right now. Do you want to play as many traps that do something going second? Um. Oh yeah. Wait, I forgot. I forgot. This is the old list. I took out. I went for a third super ancient because it's good against Fiendsman to a certain extent, but most of the monsters are fucking